Oh shoot, no, I got on the furniture. Oh my god. Okay, I think I got it. I was combining a bottle of my old coffee with my new coffee because I'm gross and drink coffee that's 2 days old. I mean, it doesn't have milk, it's just black coffee, but don't judge, you still pick your nose. And I accidentally spilt it on the pillows that I'm sitting on, but I think it's fine. I don't see any stains. I think we're good. Aloha everyone, and welcome to Skincare with Hyram. If you don't know who I am, my name's Hyram and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routines. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and to the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. Oh my god, you guys, my childhood dreams have come true. Let me tell you a story time, bitch. So I grew up learning gymnastics. I started classes when I think I was 5 years old. Really young, I know. And it was great because I ended up getting a six-pack by the time I was age 6, so I'm not complaining. I love gymnastics. It was so much fun, and my life revolved around every time the Olympics happened. I would just binge watch gymnastics. My parents would record it. I would set up pillows on the ground, and I would try to reenact all the moves that they were doing. And I ended up learning a pretty good amount of gymnastics thanks to my cousin who had actually trained for the Olympics and was now a coach. And since then, I have always loved gymnastics. It's just, I love it. I think it's so much fun. I mean, my body can't handle it anymore. It's so sad. I go to trampoline parks, and I'm like, wow, Hyram, you are not 6 years old anymore. I sound so old saying that. I can't do all the flips and everything like I used to. But in my years of watching gymnastics, there was one gymnast that I absolutely loved, and her name was Shawn Johnson. Shawn Johnson was just a powerhouse. She could just barrel through moves like nobody's business, but she also had like the brightest demeanor, the brightest smile. She was super cute, and my family and I loved her. Well, fast forward to about a month ago. I get this message from a girl named Shawn Johnson, and I'm like, huh, that's kind of funny. That's the girl I used to look up to when I was little. It's Shawn Johnson. It's her. I was freaking out. She messaged me saying how much she loved my videos. I was like screaming, low-key. Okay, maybe high key. It was so cool, and she actually asked if I wanted to react to her skincare routine. I was like, duh, that would be so cool. So here we are. I'm going to be reacting to Shawn Johnson's skincare routine. Now, she is happily married with a child. I think just one child. Oh, 2 children, a little baby and a dog. Look at them. It's so cute. She has such a cute family. Anyway, I'm so excited to get into this video, react to her skincare routine, and if any of you guys also did gymnastics or looked up to her when you were little, comment down below because I would love to connect with you guys. So let's get into it. If you don't know me, I'm a skincare specialist, but I'm not a licensed esthetician or a dermatologist, and I never claim to be. That's not me. That is not my title. That is not my expertise. This video is also partially sponsored by Phyla, so make sure you stay tuned to learn more about that. I make these videos to teach about the basics of skincare, but they are in no way meant to replace any medical or professional advice. If you are struggling with your skin or seeing any problems, please go see a professional to get that shit treated. This is all just for fun and information's sake.
Hi, Hyram!
What's up, man?
Oh my god! Freaking out.
Oh my god. I can't even believe you're gonna do this for us. Thank you for doing a review of my skincare.
Of course.
Really because you really
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous.
So I experiment with a lot of skincare. I'm obsessed with it, but I'm afraid I might know nothing about it. So
she had me do a review of it first, but for whatever reason, she didn't find it useful at all. So we're excited that you're doing this. Appreciate you giving us the time.
First off, this guy came out to play today.
Oh no.
So I look like a mess.
Oh shoot. No, you look fine. You look fine.
Here we go.
Oh my god, I'm freaking out. I can't believe she said my name. This is so crazy. It's so cool to also see your husband in this video. I wasn't expecting that. Thank you for also knowing who I am. I appreciate it. But it's so funny because whenever people know I'm going to react to their skincare routine, they always get so nervous. And I'm like, why? I'm only gonna rip it to shreds and hurt your feelings. I don't know what the big deal is. No, I'm kidding. All my reviews are out of love. I do it to help you guys as much as possible and just for fun. You are totally more than welcome to be like, I'm gonna ignore what he says and I'll be fine. I mean, I'll judge the fuck out of you, but I'll be fine. I need to stop joking. I'll be fine.
Okay, so I don't have makeup on. I just came out of the shower. So there's one product that I'm going to use and show you, but I really only use it with makeup. Okay. So I use this Shiseido Perfect Cleansing Oil. Okay. So like if I have makeup on, I use it to remove it. Okay. And I use it dry. I even use it on my eyes. Are you supposed to do that?
It's okay. It's fine. You want it to get rid of all the eye makeup.
Wash it off. I'm really nervous.
Don't be nervous, it's fine.
Wait, one more thing. I do have to say, when you responded to Shawn on Instagram, she was like so giggly.
I consulted like 5 different people as to how I should respond to you. I was like, do you think this is appropriate? I don't know.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. That is adorable. Oh my gosh, but I completely relate. When people have reached out to me in the past, like people I really look up to, I will try to read their entire message from the notifications, and then I'll spend approximately 28 hours formulating a response, checking with my friends, and they'll be like, Hyram, respond already. And I'm like, I can't. I feel too nervous. I feel so much pressure. Like, what if I say something wrong? What if they hate me? It's so funny. As for that Shiseido product, I will say most Shiseido products I'm just not personally a fan of because they do kind of cater to the older audience of skincare that likes the very fragrance, the very, nice texture, luxury skincare. But in comparison to a lot of other Japanese and Korean skincare that already exist, their formulas just do not match up at all. They're very expensive for very irritating formulas, and almost all their products, if not all their products, do have fragrance, and it's non-disclosed fragrance, so I don't even know what's in it. But if you were to use one Shiseido product, I would recommend a cleansing oil, because the great thing about cleansing oils, even if they do contain irritants, it's a wash-off treatment. You're rinsing it off afterwards. You don't have to worry about those irritants staying on your skin for a long time and increasing the risk of potential irritation from that. So I'd say if you are going to use a Shiseido product, that would be the best one to use.
I use Tula Skincare Cult Classic Purifying Face Cleanser. I use this to wash my face, but again, I have like 10 different cleansers.
Oh, same.
My face tends to be a little dry.
Okay.
And I also hate the feeling of having any like residue or dirt on my skin. I don't know if that means anything.
Okay, so I am familiar with Tula. I'm not familiar with that cleanser, so let me look it up. So I completely relate. I do not like feeling like there's any dirt or residue left on my skin, but that can be a little bit risky because sometimes in our pursuit for our skin to feel really clean, we can overly strip it and damage the moisture barrier. But looking at this cleanser, actually the ingredients look really good. It's not too stripping of a cleanser. It'll definitely give a cleansing effect, but it has a lot of good ingredients like turmeric, green tea, blueberry extract, panthenol, and it has probiotics, which is actually really interesting. First off, probiotics are great for the skin because they help to make sure that there's enough healthy bacteria on your skin while also preventing any bad bacteria from being on our skin, because bad bacteria can contribute to things like breakouts, redness, and other problems we want to avoid. But it's important to make sure that you do have a healthy amount of good bacteria on your skin that'll make sure to fight against this bad bacteria. And it's difficult making sure that there's a lot of the good bacteria and not a lot of the bad bacteria, and that's the benefit of putting probiotics onto your skin. But the reason why this is so interesting, and I swear I have not watched this video, I don't know what she's going to say or what products she's going to use. But the reason why this is so interesting is because I actually have a sponsor for today's video, Phyla. I've talked about them multiple times in the past. I featured their products in a lot of my recommendations, and their primary product is a probiotic serum. But this one, as opposed to the cleanser, is a really unique formula because the cleanser utilizes probiotics that are found in yogurt. This one specifically uses C. Acnes Bacteriophage, and bacteriophage are live bacteria that help to prevent the bad acne that causes breakouts from being on your skin. And this is a really revolutionary product because I have yet to find another product that uses live bacteriophages in their formula. It's so cool because it represents like modern innovation and technology that's utilized within skincare. And when I say there's live bacteria in this serum, I mean it. Like, you actually have to keep this in the fridge to make sure that the bacteria are preserved so it can be most active on your skin. Even though I'm very picky about skincare, I love seeing what new inventions, what new innovation is on the rise for the skincare community, so long as they aren't using the same irritants that we're trying to avoid. While yogurt-based probiotics in skincare are good, they're nowhere near as concentrated as live bacteriophages. And it's so funny that she literally uses the product with probiotics because I was planning to incorporate Phyla into this video and it works out perfectly. So thank you, Shawn. And as opposed to probiotics in a cleanser, which aren't able to stay on your skin for a long time, the serum can really help with maintaining the good bacteria and preventing the bad bacteria on the surface of your skin for a long period of time throughout the entire day. It's also very hydrating and nourishing, but it's not heavy. It's a very simple ingredient list. You're really just getting the ingredients to help prevent that bacteria, which makes it really optimal for anyone who does have really sensitized or breakout prone skin, but opposed to other really harsh, strong acne treatments, this one is a very gentle one. And they also have their other product. Sorry, I'm reaching for it. It's the gel cleanser. This one I've talked about in multiple videos as well because it is a gel cleanser with salicylic acid, but it's super hydrating and nourishing and won't strip your skin. I personally think it's a good recommendation for anyone who does have really dry skins but still struggles with breakouts, because a lot of you guys have always asked me, like, I want to use salicylic acid but it's so drying and I have dry skin, what am I supposed to do? A product like this would be really beneficial. And Shawn, she said she was struggling with a breakout. Traditional salicylic acid products may be a little bit too strong for her skin, but in a gentle formula that's non-stripping like this cleanser could actually be really beneficial. So if you do want to get either of these products, they are linked in the description box below. It's just such cool technology, and I love it when companies do this because also Phyla is doing a Healthcare Heroes giveaway as a thank you to frontline workers. So one person can win the entire Phyla collection. So if you are interested, the sweepstakes entry will be down below. Thank you so much, Phyla, for sponsoring this video and coming out with really innovative products. And thank you guys as always for being super supportive of my sponsorships so that I can be very particular with what brands I want to work with. And thank you, Shawn, for having skin needs that perfectly fit in with these products. It's a win-win all around. Are my pits sweaty? No, not too bad.
Okay, next. This one I'm excited about, but I'm also really nervous. Okay, so I did a collab with Tula, and I have my own product.
Oh, what? I didn't know that.
Please.
That's so cool.
Tell me your honest to God's opinion. Oh. It's a sugar scrub. So again, I hate like that gunky feel, especially from gymnastics. I always like my skin to feel really clean from sweating so much. And just like the buildup on my face was always a lot. So I always use scrubs. And I found the sugar scrub, but I also like pumpkin. So we put organic pumpkin in it.
Oh, okay.
And I use this like once or twice a week.
And
So I use it as like an exfoliant. How do you say it? A little bit of water. And I'm very basic. So, so just kind of scrub. I try not to get my under eye area.
Yes.
I feel like you've taught that before. Don't get under eye.
I have.
Your eyelids with a scrub. Gently rinse it off.
So, you guys know, I don't like scrubs. Not a fan. I think they're too harsh for the skin, and I personally recommend chemical exfoliants. But if you are going to go into the scrub, I either recommend a rice scrub or a sugar scrub. The reason why sugar scrubs are better than other types of scrubs is because they do break down with water. Walnut shells and things like that don't break down with water, so you're just pushing those sharp shards deeper and deeper into your skin. With a sugar scrub, if you are going to use it, first off, she's using it the correct amount once a week. It's perfect. The main issue I have with scrubs is that people like to use them like every single day or every other day, which is just way too much for your skin. If you are going to use a scrub, use it once a week. That's good. Also, apply it with water, which she is doing it correctly. I know she did first go in on what looked to be like dry skin, which I don't recommend. I recommend first diluting it with water and then rubbing it onto your skin so that the water can slowly break down the sugar crystals to make sure you aren't over exfoliating your face. The only thing I would change is to use that before a cleanser. Using it before a cleanser will make sure that the cleanser will pick up any additional scrub residue left on your face. While I do think that pumpkin enzymes are good because they're mildly exfoliating, I wouldn't recommend leaving those on your skin for a long period of time, especially if you do have dry skin.
Man, that guy came out to play. Gross.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Also, please do not scrub your breakouts. If you have pimples, acne, all that, please just do not scrub them. That's the last thing that your breakout needs. So I will say, Shawn, if you are struggling with breakouts, do not scrub that area. Scrubbing will only further irritate it.
And we don't want that.
I use SkinCeuticals discoloration defense.
Ooh,
after having my baby, I got really bad melasma. It's getting better, but...
Oh, good. Ooh, okay.
Just kind of like, do this. Are you supposed to use your hands? Or are you supposed to do something else?
Yeah, you can use your hands.
Teach me your ways. Put it on.
So, love SkinCeuticals, think they're amazing, think their formula philosophy is incredible. Formula seems to have darkened, which when you're using any type of vitamin C, that's a sign that the formula has turned and will no longer be effective as it should be, or will irritate the skin. And that's my biggest thing with vitamin C, and why I don't recommend it a ton is because it can go badly really quickly. Most vitamin C products in my experience don't last even 3 months. And if you're going to be spending a lot of money for a formula like SkinCeuticals, you want to make sure that you're getting every penny's worth. So I think the product's great. I think the formula is great, but just be mindful about that. I can't say whether I know her product has turned, but looking at it, and with most vitamin C formulas, by the time they've really darkened, they've gotten bad.
Exuviance?
Oh, Exuviance.
Comprehensive anti-aging, because I have a child and I feel really old.
Okay.
Just kind of dab it, and I go under my eye.
Nice. She's using the right finger. Good job.
Maybe it does something, maybe it doesn't. Let me know.
Okay, so I am familiar with Exuviance because I used to sell it when I worked at Ulta, beginning of my skincare days, but I also know that they really like their fragrance, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna like it. Let's see. Anti-aging. Oh! It's $80. That's pretty expensive for an eye cream. Not the worst price for an eye cream, but considering that eye cream isn't necessary, like it's fun, but it's not necessary to a routine, I don't know that I would spend $80. So that's very expensive. Let's look at the ingredients. The third ingredient is glycerin, which is good. Oh, the fifth ingredient is gluconolactone, which is an exfoliating polyhydroxy acid. I mean, I love that ingredient. I don't know if I would put it at that high of a concentration in an eye cream formula. That seems a little iffy to me. I don't know that I like that. Just because eye area is so sensitive, and if you're using that product like 2 times a day, having that much consistent exfoliation, I don't know about that one. It has shea butter, it has peptide complex, a stabilized form of vitamin C, sodium hyaluronate. Okay, so, it does have good ingredients. Oh, it also has ginseng, and it doesn't have fragrance, so that's a good thing. I don't know how I feel about this product, to be honest. I guess I have to see how high of a concentration the gluconolactone is, but, overall, it's not terrible. I would just recommend maybe offsetting how much you use it, like try to only use it a few times a week as opposed to every day, just to make sure that you're not over exfoliating that under eye area, and just make sure you're using a sunscreen on that under under eye area as well, so that you're not, you know, just increasing the risk of damage because of that exfoliation. But you know, if it wasn't so expensive, I'd say that's a great face serum. Love the ingredients for a face serum. If you're looking for a really good affordable eye cream for more dry skin, the E.L.F 50 milligram eye cream is so good. I talked about it in one video before. This one is amazing because it includes cannabinoidal, which is the highest quality of all CBD and really good for moisturizing the skin, but also reducing redness and sensitivity. And it has a bunch of other ingredients that are great for nourishing and serving as antioxidants for the under eye area. And best of all, it's super affordable. I mean, E.L.F skincare, super good price. That's why I love a lot of their products and I do feature them in so many videos. Something like this, in my opinion, would be a better option to go with.
And then this guy, I don't know what you think of this.
What's that?
Summer Fridays. Because my skin always feels really dry, I like really, really thick moisturizers. Okay. I'll even use this, and then I'll use like Tula's gel cream or something lighter over it before I put on makeup.
Wow, so a lot of moisture. Your skin's very dry.
Especially at night, I'll put like 4 layers of this on.
Whoa!
Probably not good. Maybe that's why he came out to play. Put this on. I always try to go in an upward motion because someone told me that does something. I don't know if it does.
It doesn't hurt, you know. Might as well.
Last one. I don't know how to pronounce this.
Okay.
Laneige.
Laneige. Yeah, everyone uses that lip mask. Everyone uses it.
It's a lip sleeping mask. My lips always get chapped, so I always put that on. Does it do something? Does it not? Am I like secretly addicted to it or something and it's making my lips chapped?
So wow, I'm surprised. So yeah, the Summer Friday mask, it's a really hydrating face mask. Technically, looking at the ingredient list, yes, you can use it as a moisturizer, and that goes for pretty much any mask that says it's just a hydrating mask. It's essentially just a glorified moisturizer. And some of the products I love from Summer Fridays, like their here it is, their CC serum for brightening, so good, or their Amino cleanser, I have been loving recently. That one is super good. They have some good formulas, but their masks do contain a pretty good amount of fragrance, and for that reason, I just don't think that you should use it any longer than the 15 minutes that they recommend. Do I think it will necessarily hurt her skin that she's using a hydrating mask as a moisturizer? No, but I will say if you are using like 4 layers, that means you're probably not using a good moisturizer for your skin, and you need something more rich, more thick, more heavy, and especially for night, because that's when your skin needs that hydration the most. One that I love that's a step up from that formula is the Biossance Omega Repair Cream. This one is super thick, super rich, includes a really high concentration of squalane, the primary Biossance ingredient that's sustainably sourced and just very rich. I always recommend this to people who are looking for a very moisturizing formula. I also love the Dr. Brandt Hyaluronic Facial Cream. This is featured in so many of my videos. I think some of my favorite moisturizer videos. It's pricey, but I have never seen results like I have with this one. It always just leaves your skin so plump, so moisturized. It's amazing. Or if you really are looking for something that will prevent all these issues and nothing else is working, the CeraVe Healing Ointment. I know it's really basic. It uses very standard moisturizing agents, but petrolatum is one of the most researched ingredients out there. And it really helps to prevent transabdominal water loss, which is something that people with dry skin experience the most. And petrolatum specifically helps to prevent that water loss. And there's so many claims saying that petrolatum is toxic or that it clogs your pores. Not true. There's no data to back that up, and dermatologists usually recommend ingredients like petrolatum to people who are struggling with breakouts because it'll help to repair that moisture barrier. So any of those 3 I think would be amazing recommendations, and hopefully a lot more moisturizing than what she's currently using. And then for that lip mask, I feel like I'm just repeating myself at this point. I'm just not crazy about that lip mask because yes, while it does include ingredients that make your lips feel very moisturized when you use it, the second you remove it, you're like, oh, all the moisture and hydration is gone. Where did it go? Which is why I personally like the lip mask, the Primera Miracle Seed Lip Mask, or I've also been liking the E.L.F Cannabinoidal Lip Oil. The Primera one I always recommend as a dupe because it's the same price point with really high quality nourishing ingredients that serve way better to actually moisturize your lips as opposed to that one.
There you go. That is my, is it long? Is it short? Skincare routine. Thank you. I love you. Let me know your thoughts.
Oh, love you too.
Here we go.
Well, that was so much fun. It's not very often I get to react to a video where the person is actually talking to me, but thank you so much, Shawn. That was great. I'd say overall, your routine is not bad. You go in with a bunch of good steps. You go in with all the basics. You're making sure to properly remove your makeup, then go in with a good cleanser. You exfoliate, not in a way that I'd prefer, but yes, you are exfoliating. And you're going in with good moisture. I'd say your routine isn't bad. I would recommend, a couple products in place of what you were using, like the ones I mentioned before. But overall, I think you're covering the basics of skincare and you're doing it well. Just make sure you keep focusing on the moisture. Moisturize, moisturize, moisturize. Your dry skin is going to need it. And if I have any last parting words, make sure you don't overly scrub your face. What do you guys think of this routine? Let me know know in the comment section down below. Thank you again, Phyla, for sponsoring this video and the sweepstakes and the products I linked down below. Thank you, Shawn, for sending me this video and for connecting with me and watching my videos. You are so sweet. You're so kind. And yeah, it's just so cool to see your support. So thank you. And if you guys haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and to the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. And I will see you in the next one. Mwah.